Welcome to our channel. Today we how to backup datasets using LakeFS versioning with S3, full guide step by step clearly. To backup datasets using LakeFS versioning with S3, you'll first need to set up your environment. Ensure you have access to an S3 bucket where your data will be stored. Install LakeFS on your local machine or server if you haven't done so yet. This can be done by downloading the latest release from the LakeFS GitHub repository. Follow the installation instructions provided in the documentation to get LakeFS running. Once installed, configure LakeFS by editing its configuration file to connect to your S3 bucket. Make sure the credentials provided have the necessary permissions to read and write to the bucket. Next, initiate a new LakeFS repository by using the LakeFS CLI or the web interface. You can do this by running the command LakeFS repo create your repo name. After creating the repository, you'll want to add your datasets. Use the LakeFS CLI or web interface to upload your data files to the repository. This is achieved by running LakeFS commit to commit your initial dataset. Once the initial commit is made, you can start versioning your data. Modify your datasets as needed and run the LakeFS commit command again to create a new version. Each commit will represent a snapshot of your dataset at a specific point in time. To view your dataset's history, use the LakeFS log command. This command will display a list of all commits and their corresponding versions. If necessary, you can revert to a previous version by using LakeFS checkout your repo name commit ID. Be sure to periodically backup your data by pulling new versions from LakeFS. This can be automated with scripts or tools that interact with the LakeFS API. Regularly assess your backup strategy to ensure it meets your data retention policies and compliance needs. By following these steps, you will have effectively implemented a robust versioning and backup solution using LakeFS with S3. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.